This weekend marks the 20th anniversary of one of our most infamous crimes. In December 1995, the bodies of 3 drug dealers were found in a Range Rover on a farm track at Rettendon near Chelmsford.
They'd been shot at point-blank range. Jack Womes and Mickey Steele were later convicted of the murder after the trial jury accepted the evidence of a police informant. But in an interview with Look East, Womes' mother says the family remained determined to clear his name.
Dear Mum, only a short note to enclose my love.
Pam Womes reads a letter from her son, Jack. He's in Whitemoor Prison. He's been in jail for 19 years.
It's hell, constantly on your mind. I go to bed with it. Wake up in the morning, the first thing that comes in my mind is my boy. Twice a day he rings me, regular. Hello? Hello, Bubs, you all right?
Yes, Mum.
Yeah, and then I worry. Fine. If he don't ring. So really my life revolves around my telephone at the moment. I mean, I always go Christmas Eve. He wouldn't put us through this if he'd done it. It'd have been out 10 years ago if he'd admitted that he'd done the crime.
20 years ago this weekend, at the bottom of this country lane at Rettendon near Chelmsford, 3 drug dealers, Pat Tate, Craig Rolfe and Tony Tucker, were shot as they sat in a Range Rover. It became known as the Essex Boys murders. Jack Womes and another man called Mickey Steele, both involved in criminal activity, were found guilty of triple murder.
And what do you think about the fact that the Rettendon Range Rover murders have become part of Essex crime folklore, if you like, and there have been films and books?
I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Just somebody earning lots of money out of it, I think.
Womes' family has long campaigned to clear his name. Once his brother even scaled a gantry on the M25. There have always been doubts about the conviction because it was based on the evidence of a police informant, a supergrass. Jack Womes says the supergrass lied. Over the years, Womes has lost 2 court appeals, but is seeking a 3rd.
We've got fresh evidence.
But you can't reveal the nature of that evidence at the moment.
No, I wouldn't say it. I'm not saying that at all.
But a former senior Essex police officer who took part in the investigation told the BBC he has no doubts about the conviction. Detective Superintendent David Bright said it was a long and very thorough trial and the decision was unanimous by the jury. They were very satisfied with the evidence. It wasn't a mistake. It was a horrendous crime that deserves to be punished. But even when his dying father pleaded with him to admit to the murders to speed his release, he refused.
He won't admit to something he's not done.
And do you think you'll live to see him released?
Well, that's me one aim in life. I just hope that I'm still alive to see him walk out of there. You know? But I know, even if I'm not, he'll fight on.
The anniversary of the Rettendon Range Rover murders means more films, more books. But for the families of the victims and the men in prison, it marks 20 long years of pain and anguish. Gareth George, BBC Look East.
Sport now, and a hectic weekend starts tonight with the football at Portman Road.